So I have a tendency to play a lot of active FPS type games, etc., like Escape from Tarkov, DMZ, MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, etc. They're really active, but I also do play. Um, skip the song. I do play slower games like Way of the Hunter, Call of the Wild, etc. We're probably gonna not concentrate too much on the story as much as just enjoying the environment. We'll engage the story where it helps move things along. Obviously, they want us to do some things like learn the controls here. So let's move around. I realize that my camera's kind of blocking some of that. So,
Oh, forgot the keys. The spare must be in the mailbox.
say story objective wants me to go to the mailbox over here.
Thank God we have a trustworthy mailman.
And close that tooltip.
It's been a long time since I was here.
Over here, we're going to get Grandpa's old rifle. We'll equip that. We do have an optic we can put on it. We'll equip that. We don't have a lot of other things we have access to. We only have $200, so we're not going to worry about too much more of that. They want us to go. We can also store stuff in our vehicle, etc. Fantastic. We can go to the binoculars. My binoculars are set on 4. They don't help so much inside. All right, let's use the computer real quick. So you notice we could buy, with our current experience in the game, our little hunter has learned, things. If we can get to $1,040, we can switch over to the 243 Winchester. Bolt action Remington 783. We can maybe buy some collars, not anytime soon. We don't have options to a lot of optics. The vehicles are free. And then different hunting areas. So again, in our current storage here at the house, this is what we've got. Grandpa's old rifle, which is a 30-30 Winchester lever action. We put the Leopold 2 to 7 power scope, 33 millimeter optic. We don't really need to sleep right now. We have a Jeep outside. It's green. We could change Jeeps if we wanted to. Email, don't contact my son. Okay. The disease is spreading. Good. All right. Here we go. Like I said, I'll only really concentrate on reach the northwest balcony on the second floor. So we got a compass up above. That's south. We want to go northwest. That's northeast. Our Jeep is down there. Wants us to go to the northwest corner. Notice there's a marker that's over here that says, go over here. And he wants us to do it on the balcony up above. So we know which side of the building we need to be, upstairs. So deer here. Interesting hunting lodge. Bunch of dioramas, like pre-organized taxidermy stands for placing animals on. Come out here. He wants us to look this way. So, wants us to find the checkpoints that lead to Point Echo. So, that spot on the road, that spot on the bridge, and then Point Echo's up there.
Echo.
We're going to go ahead and we'll work that way. He wants us to go to the map in the office. We'll do that real quick. Just trying to get some of this early level stuff out of the way real quick. Go to the map in the office right here. Inspect the map.
You've discovered Nez Perce Valley grassland.
Skip past that. All right, let's get the party started. Enter the car. Wants us to go over to Echo. So Echo is in Way of the Hunter. A little preface here, just so you know. Echo is this deer that our character here remembers from his childhood. We're going to see that here as I go through just this first part of the story, just to knock this out of the way, because it unlocks some other stuff. Kind of got to get it out of the way here.
It's faster if I take the right turn.
Just past the Fox.
Need a river crossing.
He won't be going far. We hit him twice. We need to go up on the ridge to do the mission, but Gray Wolf was alerted. Yeah, whatever. We passed a fox on the bridge. I happened to see that deer over here. We should probably... We have our hunter sense on. Let's go ahead and reload while we're standing here. All right, well, I could certainly take the car, but we'll walk over here. So I hit that deer twice. I'm almost positive the first shot caught him in the right lung. The left shot was definitely a lung shot. Medium amount of blood. We follow our blood trail. Looks like he went this way. I lost sight of the blood. Did he go the other way? I thought he went this way through the trees. Let me see if I see any blood going this way. Interesting. I don't see any blood going this way, which I thought he went this way. No, we'll go back. You find my blood trail again. Is that blood right there? More blood here. Well, I didn't shoot him up on these rocks, so if he went this, if there's blood up here, he definitely went this way. I don't see any more blood. The blood path is headed this direction. More blood right here. Yep, on these rocks. Still a medium amount. Here's another patch right here. In real life, you're trying to detect blood. Make sure hydrogen peroxide and blanket on the other. I don't know why it's blanking in my head, but in a spray bottle, you can spray it and it'll foam up. Like if you're trying to detect blood, you can spray. If you can't, if it's not a big splash like this, you can spray it on some grass and leave, and if there's blood there, it'll bubble up. I'll keep going this way a little bit. I've lost my blood path. I might need to go back in that direction to the northeast and revisit my blood. We'll go back. Go back to that last blood I found, which was right there. It's heading on a bearing of 225, so I should find more blood somewhere up toward this tree. Maybe. The blood's coming like every 4 or 5 steps. So if I just go like 4 or 5 steps. Oh, right here on this plant. Oh no, that's poop. That didn't help me. He might have went poop while he was running. We're looking for blood. Blood splotch right there. Okay. And 270. See, he turned off to the right. That's why. Blood here, still going in this direction. Might be some blood on these bushes. No. Right here. Okay. Looks like he's headed up the trail. We needed to go up anyway, but that's okay. We're going to go back to our Jeep. The blood's coming a bit quicker. I'm only having to go a couple steps here to get blood. Well, I was. Blood. 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 He's probably right here in these trees. Blood. Blood. Gray wolf tracks. That didn't help me. Come back to my blood. This way, bearing 275. It should be another patch of blood right here. There it is. See if we can find the blood on the trail. Yep, look. Blood. Blood. It's coming pretty quick. Why don't I see any more blood here? Have this blood, that then went to this blood, and then I have no blood. Let's go forward a little bit. There we go. It was on the back side of the rock, so I couldn't find it. Now he turns left. Do I have motion blur on? Let me see. Hang on a second. It's nauseating to me, and I'm sure it's nauseating to you as well watching when motion blur is turned on. So this blood went to that blood which turned left. Let's look a little more to the left, like maybe it was a harder turn to the left. Yep, it was. Blood going down the hill. I got blood right there in front of me, right there. Got blood right here. Blood on this leaf. Blood right there. Blood right there. Okay. Then from here, looking for blood. Is that blood right there? No, it's just the color of a leaf. Let's go forward a little bit. There we go. We found some on the ground. Some on this grass. Some are here in this grass. And there's our animal. All right. So, shot one. Hit just below the spine. Hit part of the right lung. So it hit a little high. Shot two came in and hit that lung. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that was a lung shot. And then it came through and it penetrated and it stopped. It never left the body. It stayed in, went through and just pierced into the right lung. Also hit the liver. So it wasn't the greatest kill, but it was our first kill. So let's go ahead and get $276 more or whatever it is. All right, let's get back to our car. A whole pack of wolves going that way. A badger over in those bushes somewhere. Let's go ahead and crouch for a second. We're not in a hurry to get back to our car. So we heard a badger from that direction. All right. I don't see the badger. I could sit here and keep watching for the badger to like maybe move to the grass. But let's get back to our car. A little bit of noise here. That's I'm all that worried about it. Mule deer. Let's go to our map. Our car is we put a marker right there. Put a marker by our car. Our car's 267 meters 265 meters that way. And somewhere out in front of us, around 250 meters out, is a caribou or something. Let's go. So that marker's at 206. That's not a good marker. Let's get rid of that marker and put it more right there by the riverbank. Yeah, somewhere out in there is a female mule deer. So we're not against maybe getting another quick kill here, but while we're doing this first story mission. Our lodge is up on that hill, 795 meters away. I am not running. I've got no collars, so it doesn't do me any good trying like rattle or whatever. I don't have any collars. I do not have the funds to purchase any yet. So early on here, it's all going to be about the stock. Um, so we detected the female mule deer vocalizing in this direction, back over here toward the river. So we're going to patiently move forward and see if we can't get eyeballs on this female mule deer, or maybe a couple of them. I am deliberately not running because I'm trying to keep my noise generation to a minimum, trying not to spook any animals. The wind is blowing to the south and the animal is to the east. So the wind is blowing from my left to my right, not toward the animal, which is good. Okay, so now we've heard her again. She's calm. She's around 140 meters, 150 meters out. So she's probably just on the other side of the river. We just kind of want to move forward so we can get eyeballs on it. There's one right there. So that's a young female. Very calm. Let's hold still. 165 meters out, tweaking its ears. So the rule of thumb is early on, taking out some of the young allows the other deers to mature. You're looking for, if you're playing the game long term, you're looking to affect the genetics of the animals in your area. So, oh, there's a nice buck, and he's a young buck. We want to get rid of his genetics out of the gene pool at the moment, so we can get the mature bucks that are in the area to produce better bucks. So a young buck mating might not be the best buck. That's not to say that he couldn't. Genetics wise, he could have better genes, but in general theory, early on, try and take the younger ones, and then later, as you get better and you have better equipment, you try and take the more mature bucks and get really good scores. I'm going to try and take this young male here, try and get his genetics out of the pool. So he's at 137 meters right now. I kind of just want to move over here in this grass, as long as we don't have the wind blowing in his direction. That's kind of a rear quartering shot, not our best shot, but we're at 120 meters. Okay, he just turned. That's a little bit better shot if he don't turn toward me. I would shoot him down his. Actually, what's my zero at the moment? My zero is at 100 meters. In real life, I just broke that shoulder. So a shoulder shot on the scapula is actually a very fatal shot to a white-tailed deer. In real life, hitting that shoulder of the scapula shatters that 3 points of bone right there, and puts not only does the bullet penetrate into the lungs, but the loss of the leg and the subsequent tissue damage. So we want to put a marker right there. Wait, hang on. How do I put the marker? Is it this? No, it's. Okay then. Well, our Jeep's over there. What we need to do is we need to go find our deer, though. 26 minutes. All right. So we know he ran off at least 100 and something meters over that way. I think there's a deer. That's a fox. That's a red fox. Okay. So our deer ran up over into those trees. So we know that. But let's go over here and get an idea what kind of blood trail we left from him. I'm gonna go ahead and speed up here at this moment. I'm gonna run a little bit. The deer took off at a run. They're well over 100 meters away from me at the moment, easily. Probably 200 meters away, 300 meters away. I just want to cross the river. We just spooked the fox. They're making a lot of noise. So here's our blood. Small amount of blood, so we didn't hit him good. Small amount of blood. The animal survived. And I should really try tracking him down. The odds are, if he survived and I didn't get a good hit, it's saying it's essentially a flesh wound. I could be tracking this deer forever. Let's do it. Let's at least try and be responsible here. See if we can't find another. I've got to find evidence of the blood first. I don't think I hit him good enough. I'm not seeing any blood evidence, and we know they ran in this direction. That's a pheasant. We don't care about the pheasant. Well, I give up. All right, let's get back on what we're doing. The deer I hit, unfortunately, I went for the scapula hit. I don't necessarily believe that Way of the Hunter or Hunter Call of the Wild accurately model the bone damage of the shoulder shot. There are a number of hunters that take whitetail deer every year that are firm believers in two shots, the spine shot and the scapular shot. Spine shot and the scapular shot both historically drop whitetail deer in their tracks.
Maybe I remember the road after. Here you are. Long time no see, my friend.
All right. All that was about Um, about doing that. They want us to go to the hunting range. I'm not against going to the hunting range to finish this recording, my first episode here. Um, I kind of want to go on foot. How far is it? I forget how far it is. I could fast travel to it. Um, it's 800 meters away. I think I would rather maybe. Whoop, something's really breaking some branches down here. Problem is the wind is kind of blowing in that direction. I think we ignore it. For the direction we're traveling, the wind is not our friend here. Going that way. I could easily fast travel, but let's see if we can't maybe get another. Remember, we need 1,000 and something to get whatever it was I wanted. I forget what it was. Let's push through these trees. Aha! We got the deer back in the river. They're back. Maybe even the same. That's a nice big mature buck right there. What's the distance to those guys? 300 meters. So just so you know, the 30-30 is not effective at that range. It just doesn't have the knockdown power. To be honest, that 130 meter shot we took was pretty much a good effective limit to our 30-30. We want the 243. Flatter shooting rifle, bolt action versus the lever action. Longer barrel, so increased accuracy and increased hitting power. If I keep going like this, I'm getting up with some wind problems here. I would eventually have the wind like blowing right at them. I kind of got to go. They're a couple hundred meters out. I can walk a little bit faster here. Not a lot faster, but a little bit faster. I don't want to spook them. We know they're right near the bend in the river. So they're right here. So if I put a marker right there, that's right there. That's roughly where they are. 220 meters out. I'd like to get like another 75, 80 meters closer. The last time I went, I was like in that tree line, those trees right there. I'm going to go a little bit more to the downwind here. Go a little more downwind here. Trying to outthink the animals here. That deer over there, he's loud and boisterous. I'm not really going for this whitetail. I'm just kind of heading in his direction because I'm going to try and put myself a little bit downwind of these animals. Before we move toward the rifle range. Hmm. All right, I should be about 100. He's close. We could go for him, but it's okay. I'd rather concentrate on the ones I was already concentrating on. I should be able to get an eyeball on these once I get over here by the water. We are really close to this guy. He's somewhere off to my right, like right here along the river. He's not our target at the moment, though. All right. Nope. He's still calm, but he moved up the hill a little bit. Not sure where my whitetail went that were down here. All that moving around I did, I lost him. That might have been the herd of deer that I saw go running up the hill over there. That's where we were, Echo. So we came down the trail, then we went that way, out, and then we came back in this way. The deer were right in here. Maybe they went that way and then cut up. I don't know. That small herd of deer that were right here, we've certainly lost them. We don't know where they went. All right. We will head to the rifle range. And I guess we'll just go ahead and fast travel. Well, do I want to walk through here? There are a large number of pheasant in these fields. I don't really want to use a 30-30 on a pheasant. Let's just go to the range. All right, so we're at the range. So it says to 0, blah, 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 blah. Most goes from 0 in and out. Yeah. Don't forget to take care of the badgers wreaking havoc behind the lodge. All right. So adjust it for a 0, 50 yards. 50 yards. Let's I prefer to go prone whenever possible. Let's boom.
That
All right.
would be a good shot.
Go to 150. There's 150, so he wants me to go for that animal out there. You want to go for the vitals on an animal? Yeah, no, duh. All right.
I want to keep his shooting skills sharp, but 200 meters?
Yeah,
Way
200
too
meters
far
is
for a safety
really
shot.
hard to do with a 30-30. Not that it can't be done, and this optic's quite frankly not the best for 200 meters. It can be done though. Check the forgotten note. Yeah, we already checked it, but we'll do it.
Looks like there's a note over there.
Hey, Wallace.
All right, we're gonna go hunt some badgers. I'm gonna check out our targets here, and that'll probably be the end of episode 1. In the next episode, we'll do some badger hunting. But we're at 45 minutes now, and I'd kind of like to get this episode in the bag, so to speak. So let's go check and see how our shots went. Does it not save them? I thought it saved the shot. Maybe it only saves the last one? It didn't save any of them. Oh well. I'm going to be navigating up to there. That'll be my next episode. So Please, if you could, like, comment, and subscribe. Again, this is a slight deviation from some of my normal gameplay. I agree and understand, but just trying to shake things up a little bit, give people a little bit of different stuff they can watch. That was episode 1 here of Way of the Hunter. We're going to see what we do here. I also Hunter Call of the Wild. I got a couple other games. But anyway, just thought I'd give you guys a different content. Thanks very much for stopping by. Again, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the other side.